Hello, you guys. Sorry for late recording. This is Mental Monday today. Whew, Should have fixed my scrap bra, but today we're going to be focused talking about what can you do when you're going through a struggle. Um, while we're talking about that, I'm going to be doing one of my clients' pillow requests. um, with the designs, and hopefully you tune in. Um, if you tune in on Mental Monday, Friday, you'll see the ending results. So right now we're dealing with like a vibrant pink, same size as the other one. Give me 1 second. Anywho, should have that ready, but this size. So what I would say, what how I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for anybody else because I don't have experience. I don't live with them. They're not in my body. But normally, what I do and what I've learned to do, um, by investing in personal development and researching doctors and books that called "You Got This Girl" or other books that's more um, I would say motivational, positive affirmation. But anyways, when you're going through a struggle, the first thing you want to do is breathe. And why I say that is because I don't know about you, but when I go through a struggle, for some unknown reason, I end up holding my breath and thinking not intentionally, but I think that comes from us just being a kid. Um, but breathe and kind of look at the situation, like dissect it, I would say. And what I mean by that is kind of okay, say it out loud what you're dealing with, and then come up with solutions or kind of dissecting, like break it down in parts. What's the goods and what's the pros and what's the cons. Um, and what I mean by that is, say for instance, what did I say? So, recently, I just had my car repossessed, um, because I was catching up on bills after that hospitalization I went in to or whatever, and it wasn't in time. Either way, so I got my car repossessed. But I work for this company that they allow you to use their vehicles, to transport, but you have to, work a certain amount of hours, like you gotta do the morning shift. So, and unfortunately, I didn't have no transportation unless I did the morning shift that made me have an opportunity to take the vehicle home. Um, so I kind of rate the pros and cons of that situation, seeing as though, hell, okay, I'm out of a vehicle. I just so happen to apply for just in the middle of the actually employment processing, where I can drive by myself. Training is over with and I can drive by myself. So I just end up just picking up the more hours. It was like, okay, well, I can have more money that I can save and, catch up on bills that I have to catch up on. Um, what else? I kind of was like, okay, well, I won't be able to do what I want to do on the weekends because I'm using the company's vehicle and not my own. So that was the con. But either way, I was able to still be able to do personal stuff in between the hours of transporting one person to another person, with the company that I work for. So it turned out to be actually a blessing in disguise, because I end up being able to use it for both my personal and still be able to make money business wise. So that's what I mean by like dissecting your situation, because sometimes we tend to overthink it, or we tend to give me 1 second. We tend to think it's the end of the world, or things are not going to get better, which they are. And sometimes we're so used to some negative, seeing the negative of things, that it's hard for us to actually acknowledge there is some positive in what's going on. I know I'm speaking. Uh, yeah, I'm speaking from experience, because I am a hard person on myself. Um, as far as gratitude, speaking gratification for myself, appreciation. I'm always, trying to be better, or dissect and at times I just never feel like I've done enough. I think a lot of you guys have gotten to that point. You know, that in itself can cause like a situation you struggling with, because you ain't even got that. You don't even feel fulfilled with the things that you got going on in your life at the time. Me, that's me. But like I said, kind of write down after you dissect it, and you write down the pros and cons of it. What you want to do is you want to come up with solutions for your cons, or just sometimes you gotta leave it as it is. You can't change it, but that comes with also meet yourself where you're at, and accepting, this is something I can't change, but I don't have to focus on this, because I've had the ability to make solutions for the other um, cons that I was unable to um, get the ability to change. In my, but like I said, um, and also, like I said, I struggle with gratitude, giving myself gratitude. I always feel like I'm not doing enough. So that's something that I have to work on within myself. But um, talk about it. Actually, say out loud what you're struggling over, because that in itself, holding it in, can be a stress, and it's like you're some reason you're. Some people think if they don't say their issues out loud, they'll go away, and I've never heard of something like that. So, um, yeah, I definitely haven't never heard of something like that, but I would say out loud what's your issue. Write down. We got to learn how to start writing down, especially if you ain't journaling. I would recommend everybody to journal. Um, I journal a lot when I'm expressing my emotions, especially when I got a lot of things going on that I want to say to people that I feel like it's not appropriate to say. So I write it down in a book, or yeah, it's not appropriate to say, or it's not. Um, it doesn't show growth. I can, that's what journaling is. That's what you write down your struggles. You say your issues around the comfort of whoever, whether it be yourself or somebody you rely on, as far as like sharing what's going on with you, so you can figure out a solution to your problem, or what you're struggling with. Because sometimes even saying it to those trustworthy people, they might have ideas, that good friend or good loved one might have ideas or solutions or programs that you can go to, or, you know, whatever can help you struggle. That's a plus when you have a good support system too, somebody you can feel safe around and say your truth. Um, a lot of people can't do that. They still out here pretending to be somebody else just to, get approval or accepted. Um, but like I said, definitely, um, everybody know that everybody struggles, so you're not alone. Um, but it's better when you have that support system, and if you don't have that support system, it's even more crucial that you start to invest in personal development, meaning research, book studies, stuff like that. I do research and studies on things that I actually want to better myself or change, or I'm just curious about, as far as um, maybe it's the how people work or how people think, or maybe it's just um me wanting to develop a better skill and understand why I do certain things, or understand why certain people do certain things, so I can figure out how not to fall in that trap. Because you can, like I said, there's pros and cons to struggling, and you have to dissect your own struggle and in order to fix it, or to come up with pros more than cons. Um, or what you can do about changing your situation or your environment. But it does help when you have that support system that's there. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't, because it does. But you have to make sure that that support system is someone that's where you're trying to be, or where you want to be, or you guys have similar healthier, um, I wouldn't say expectations, but beliefs in each other, and working on yourselves, or or you have belief in yourself. You're just a very healthy, positive support system is what you want to look for. That's uh, also as value when you're going through struggle, because there can be, like I said, those type of people you can confine in, and they'll come up with help if they care enough. They'll help with you finding solutions. Um, like I said, I recommend. I personally, I journal a lot. Um, I write down my goals, as far as like, where do I want to be, what needs to be done, what do I want to see. I even do the 2021 or 2022, what I want to do this year. And I go back and I check it. But these are goals that I write down. That's the thing. It's one thing to, visualize um, a plan or a solution to your struggle, or, a goal. But it's another thing to write it down, because it's more like a is more believable to the eye itself, and it's not like, oh, I just daydream, because you can forget a daydream. But when you write down goals, solutions to your issues, um, solutions to your struggles, you start to see more opportunities. You get what I'm saying? Because you're seeing it, you're writing down the solutions, and you write down the problem, you write down the problems, write down the pros, the cons, and the solutions to it. But you're seeing it on paper, and that way you can add and you can eliminate what works for you, what's going to work for you, what you know, um, it's in the best interest of you, just period, and then eliminate those, and then go forward to actually having a direction on how to get yourself out of struggles, or how to get through them. Like I said, it definitely matters to have a healthy support system, somebody that you can find and trust. But I'm gonna close this because it's really late. I do apologize, you guys. I'm going to start either pre-recording or live recording by 11 o'clock on Mondays. No excuses. My no matter if my schedule is busy, which has been busy. You guys know how full time is, but you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you guys on Friday for Mental Monday. If you like what I'm talking about, or you want me to talk about something else, or to show you something, let me know in the comment section. Subscribe, like, and share. Um, yeah, let's opportunity to do a live chat. We're gonna start doing it at 11 o'clock, no matter what a.m. And hopefully you guys catch on. See ya.